Hey, this is William Owens with TeaPartyExpress.tv, sitting here with Angela McGlowan. How are you today?
I am wonderful, very
fantastic.
Happy,
And I know you give us your permission to share this with the world.
Yes, I do.
I appreciate that. Angela, let's talk about something that's very sensitive and very serious.
Yes.
You know, when you take a look at the race issue, it appears that we see more white people at the Tea Party events than black people.
Yes.
But I don't want to say too much because I want you to share with the people. What would you say to all Americans, not specifically and on purpose to black Americans, on what this Tea Party is really about?
Well, see, you had several liberals start out in the beginning saying that this was a bunch of white rednecks bashing a black president, and that's why I joined this movement. When I wrote my book, Bamboozle, it was to stop the rise of the liberal agenda, dealing with the Republican Party. So Bush passed the first stimulus package, President Bush did. Then you had Obama. So what I talk about is, this is not about black. This is not about white. This is not about Democrat. It's not about Republican. It's about green, which is money, and about jobs. And when I go and talk to my diversity districts, I talk to Hispanics, I talk to women, I talk to blacks. I talk about the fact that, are you better off today than you were when President Bush was president?
But there's a stronghold, there is a tradition, there's a mindset that people are afraid to break off with. Now, I see that changing though. I see it loosening up.
Yes.
What do you think you could communicate to these people?
Now, do you want to start back? Now, what would I say to them? What do we all have a basis of as conservatives? Fiscal responsibility, individual responsibility, self-reliance, self-sufficiency. When I go into these neighborhoods and I talk about what conservatives represent, when I talk about the right to life, the sanctity of marriage, when I talk about individual responsibility, they listen. And that's what we have to do.
Let's just take one example of how this Obama health care is going to hurt inner city America that they don't know about. And this is when the rubber hits the road on how it's going to affect them economically, even physically, when it comes to them not being able to receive the care they think they're going to get.
Number one, competition is always good. And when you have a government-run health system, look at Canada, look at France, look at how their leaders come here to actually get our health
Okay, now, competition, listen.
Because we have competition. Okay,
let's give an example of competition.
Well, competition is when you have McDonald's and Burger King.
So in healthcare, when you don't have a competition,
that means that people can run amok and you don't have a regulatory process. Number two, who's going to pay for this health care legislation, for public-run health care?
Going to pay for it.
But how does the government run things? They're
just going to print the money.
They're going to increase our taxes.
Oh.
And when they increase our taxes, they increase taxes on small businesses.
And small businesses are the ones who hire us.
Yes, sir.
So when they get increased in taxes, all of a sudden
you're going to lose your job.
jobs.
You're going to lose your job.
That's what it is.
That's how you break it down to the basics. When you take it home, all politics is what? Local. When you take it home, then people will
So people
understand.
could be saying, "Ooh, Obama, ooh, Obama, ooh, Obama."
I had people who said, well,
and losing their job all the time.
Exactly. But see, nobody's actually explained it to them, and that's what we
That's
have
why
to do.
I wanted you to do that. I really appreciate it.
Okay,
Hey, listen, that's what TeaPartyExpress.tv is all about. Angela, we appreciate it. We're here in Searchlight, Nevada. Keep following us online for more stimulating interviews. I'm William Owens, often speaking.